Hand is off the screen.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Squad Pod. My name is Mike, and as always, I'm joined here with the most frustrating co-host in all of the land, and quite possibly the entire universe, Dan the Man. Before we jump into it, Danny, would you care to explain to everybody why you were late to record today?
Well, that's a great question, and I'm going to be happy to share that with everyone here. Everybody, pay attention. Yeah, I had to, so I take this combination of supplements in the morning. I'm not going to share what those are, but basically, who's a doozy in that bathroom there? Man, but we got it over. We got it through. Bathroom's working again. Didn't need to call no plumber. And we are back for episode number 2 of the Squad Pod.
This man's been texting me for the past 15 minutes explaining how bad he clogged his toilet.
Oh man, out of no doubt. Let's just say that right off the bat.
All right, well anyway, man, enough of that. I do actually have something very special for you today, bro.
Oh, you do now.
I do. So I was scrolling through the internet and I found a survey from 2021. And pretty much the purpose of this survey was they pretty much went around asking people how confident they are that they could fight an animal to the death unarmed. And I kind of wanted to see how you stacked up with the Americans that were interviewed during this survey. So we're going to start small. We're going to work our way up to like fucking tiger territory. And we're just going to see how you think you do.
Let's hear it. I'm a little interested in this as well. This is like full disclosure. Like this is the first time hearing about this. This is like you all are getting the total unscripted, raw podcast entertainment. Only you can find here, and probably like 500 other platforms with like 6 million other people. But we're gonna make it our own. Mike, go ahead with the first animal.
All right, man. So this is going to be the least heavy hitting of all the animals. So if you're about to tell me that you don't think you could confidently beat this one, we're going to have a hard time.
So it's going to be like in progressive order. Like the next animal up is going to be more intense than the animal up before that, stuff like that.
Yeah. I actually have the numbers here of like what percentage of people said that they think they could confidently win. And the first one on the agenda is just a city rat.
A city rat.
It didn't say city rat, it just says rat. But if you think you could just pound the shit out of a rat and win.
Well, does that include trying to catch the rat?
I mean,
or does it already like free reign, like it's laying down and it can't go anywhere?
Let's just say, like, for the sake, so you don't ask me this for every single one, that you're just
going to
pitted against this rat. It's trying to hurt you, you're trying to hurt it, and you don't need to catch it. It's just a wild animal that's trying to mess you up, and you're pretty much trying to gauge if you're going to die or not.
City rat. Well, see, it's interesting you mentioned city rat because I feel like I'd be able to take on a country rat or like a suburban rat. But like a city rat's a little more hardcore. So I'm going to have to say yes to a country rat and no to a city rat. I don't think I could take on a city rat, to be honest with you. I think they'll just bite me, I'll get rabies, and that's it. I guess I don't fit the majority, do I?
This is the first one. You can.
I think I'm going to get better from there, actually.
You think if you were pitted up against a rat, you would die?
Possibly. I don't know, man. I like, those rats are, well, they're rats, for lack of a better term. They could really, they could come from behind, and not in that way, like there's the good way. Not the good way, actually. No, the not in the reverse way, but they could just bite you and then you get rabies. What are you gonna do? Nothing.
All right, man. Well,
but a country rat is a little bit more hillbilly. I think I could take that on. I think I can just hammer it until it just head explodes. And PETA, if you're listening, I'm not lying.
Well,
next animal.
This is a rough start, and you are in the minority because 75% of Americans said that they think they could confidently take a rat in a fight. But that also means that a quarter of them that were interviewed said they couldn't. So, I mean,
I think that means 75% of people were blowing smoke. I mean, is this statistic based off of their actual experiences killing rats? Have they killed rats before, or are they just saying like, yeah, I could take one on? I mean, I could say that I could take on Rocky Balboa in his prime, but or Mike Tyson in his prime. Let's go with a real boxer. But that doesn't mean I actually can. So I feel like a lot of people are liars out there.
Next animal, house cat.
Oh, a house cat, you said?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, I could definitely. I could. I mean, I wouldn't want to because I love cats. I love animals, but in the sense of the survey here, and if I had to, I think I'm part of the majority with that one.
Yeah, and you're right. That was you're gonna laugh. It was 69% of people said
Nice,
that they could.
nice.
Compared to the rat, that was such a fast yes. Like, well, why are you so much more confident with the cat than the rat?
My attorney has advised me to not answer that question.
All right,
Anyway,
whatever.
next
Yeah,
animal.
we'll just fly through. Next one's a goose, which they're mean, dude.
Oh yeah, no, I can't. I'll tell you that right now. I almost actually got killed by one when I was a little kid. So
You're
I can
just
speak from
dead.
experience when I say, nah, I couldn't do it. I mean, maybe with some training I could, but in my experience in going head to head, tit for tat with Canadian geese, no, it won't work. I tried to feed one a chicken nugget when I was younger. It ate the chicken nugget, but then it just started hissing at me
I think if you got like one good kick in, you could take out a goose.
like a swift roundhouse kick.
Yeah, like I feel like if you were fighting to the death against a goose and it was simulated 100 times, I think like 70% of those times you would win.
Well,
Because you're also not a little kid.
yeah, like I said, that
Like
is a
you're a grown ass man. You're not some little kid with a chicken nugget.
But I was at one time a little kid with a chicken nugget in the park. I'm a generous guy. I mean, I try to be. I try to share. And I was just like, hey, you want a chicken nugget? Like, I don't need it. You can have it. And then it just started hissing at me.
Goose is like, you got more of that?
And then he got his boys all together, and then they just started like swarming. I almost my life flashed before my eyes. Got to tell you.
Isn't that like cannibalism? You're feeding a goose chicken? Like no wonder you pissed it off. I mean,
I think I just changed his life so much that it didn't know how to react.
I feel like that's just like you're just screwing up the whole food chain, feeding chicken nuggets to a goose.
Just in that one break is just going to that one break of the food chain. Like I altered the space time continuum. Maybe I did. Honestly, I'd be kind of proud of that.
Anyway, Dan, 61% of people were confident that they could take a goose in a fight. And
Now you mentioned about the kick for a goose. That's an awfully low amount of that's an awfully low percentage. People, you think they would think right away, like what you said, a swift roundhouse kick to the head, and that goose is done. And
well,
and you saying whatever 100 minus 61 is, did not think that.
tell me right now what's 100 minus 61.
That's for the viewer to figure out. Comment below and help a brother out. Anyway, what's the next animal?
Sure. I want to see how long it would take you. But anyway, next animal, medium dog.
Medium-sized dog.
Yeah, and spoilers, large dog is also later on this list. So don't get into that yet.
Well, medium-sized dog. It'd be harder because it'd be harder for me to do that because I love dogs.
You had
But I guess
no
if the dog was
issues
trying to
with
kill
the
me,
cat.
it's in the note of self-defense. So if the dog was trying to kill me, then yeah, I'd probably drop his ass. So yes,
You think you
we'll
could
say
take
yes
it?
for a medium.
All right, man. Yeah, that's believe it or not, 49% of people.
49.
So yeah, you're actually you're starting to turn this around. I was pretty low confidence when you were like a rat would ruin my shit.
Well,
But
it's kind of like the old saying: try to pick on someone your own size. I feel like I have a better. I feel I'm actually the minority where I say that I feel like I have a better opportunity with animals that are closer to my size. Something too small and something. I mean, maybe a bear. I wouldn't try. I wouldn't want to test it. That would be pretty. That would be some fight with a bear, and I'd live to tell the tale. Which means I think I could kill it. I would not want to. I love bears. I'm just gonna have to repeat that throughout this entire discussion. I love these animals, and wouldn't want any kind of cruelty to them. But if they were trying to kill me, I mean, game over.
well, you might actually be getting ahead of us a little bit because maybe bears on the list, maybe not.
Hmm.
But the next
How
animal,
about
dude,
you? What about any of these animals? What about you?
I think so far I'm how many? Five? I'm 5 for 5 right now.
You could kill every single one of those animals that we mentioned.
Yeah, and like you're
Medium-sized
saying,
dog, rat.
So, I mean, as far as the dog goes, that's going to be a bit of a moral dilemma for me. I would not feel good afterwards, but I think like one good kick could take out most of these things.
Yeah, I think
But
so. Oh yeah, of course.
yeah, moving on though, the next animal kind of steps it up a little bit, man. How would you take a bald eagle?
Ooh,
Which
that's
that's an ethical thing too, because they're very endangered.
severely ethical, and the man, they are just the coolest birds ever.
Because I mean,
If you're trying to kill me, I mean, you got to do something.
I'm thinking you stay away from those talons would be okay.
I think so too. I mean, after I did it, I'd probably have to move outside of the country because that's like, I mean, you want to talk about something un-American? Killing a bald eagle,
Yeah, I think that's like a one-way ticket to Canada.
pretty much. Yeah,
But you think you could do it?
yeah. I think I could. I think I could. It wouldn't. It would take more than a kick, though. I mean, they're pretty big.
They're pretty vicious too, man.
Yeah, they're just American all around. I mean, what's more American than a bald eagle?
Monster trucks.
Now, would you be able to dismantle a monster truck before it dismantled you?
Absolutely
Let's
not.
go beyond animals here. I
You think
think
you
I
could
could
take a
unarmed.
monster truck?
I think unarmed. I think I could take on a monster truck. Like, bring it.
I mean, if you think so.
With those, those slim bars. I mean, I'm not a car guy, but those bars that are like attached to big wheels. I mean, don't go for the wheels. The wheels will get you first. But if you just grab it by the bars,
Grab it by the bars, take it down. Uh,
oh, well,
all
this is
right,
some survey. What else you got? What other
all
animals
right.
are on this list? I
So the
mean, is
eagle.
like a spider on this list? Because
No, they only get bigger from here. And the eagle, 30% of people, by the way. I'm just gonna read that off every time. But the next is the large dog.
I probably couldn't do that.
Nah.
That's the deal breaker. Large dog, medium sized dog, yeah. Large sized dog, no, probably not. I mean, if you've seen those Burmese mountain dogs, they could take me. They'll drop me, and there ain't nothing I can do about
Yeah, dude, you ever see those like Tibetan giant dogs that are like they look like Clifford? That thing, they could just swallow you whole.
it.
I'm
It's a
dying to.
cartoon.
Yeah, yeah, but like they got dogs that are huge. I mean, I'm sure that's not what they're referring to on the survey. They're probably just talking about like a German Shepherd or something. But yeah, I know Clifford's not real, Dan.
I was afraid I was breaking the news to you right now.
What?
I was afraid. You were making me wonder. Took me a while to figure it out, honestly.
What? It,
Yet another time where I have just completely caused Mike's brain to just melt a little bit.
this is why you're the most frustrating co-host in all the land. It's
Any of you
because
viewers out there want a lobotomy, but you don't have the insurance for it, give me a call. I'll just talk to you for like 20 minutes.
at what point in time did you realize that there's not a real red dog that's the size of a house? I'm sure that live action movie that just came out did not help you at all.
No, not one bit. Yeah, when did the second SpongeBob movie come out? That was around the same time.
But do I have news for you about SpongeBob?
I don't want to hear it. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Use the soundboard to distract you.
All right, we'll save it for next time then. But moving on.
Survey.
Large dog, 24% of people think they could take it unarmed in a fight. Next animal.
24% of people.
24. Yeah, that's pretty staggering.
Yeah, honestly, that's the lowest I've seen. Lowest
Well,
I've heard from you so far.
Well, I told you I'm doing them in order, Dan. That's the point.
So
Anyway.
the survey, you would think that the percentage would kind of change a little bit.
It is.
You got people
The
like
last
me
one
who
was 30%.
have the same concept that they could take on something that's a little bit more their size, but nothing smaller than that.
You're just one of a kind. But the next animal is a chimpanzee.
Oh, a chimpanzee.
A chimpanzee. And before you answer, keep in mind that they are much stronger than humans.
Yeah, they are. All
Absolutely.
of them, like collectively. I mean, I know gorillas probably are. They say gorillas are all natural strength, obviously, because I haven't seen a gorilla at Planet Fitness.
I mean, gorillas aren't chimpanzees; they're like a whole nother species. But yeah, if you had like your average chimpanzee and your average human, chimpanzee is going to be significantly stronger. I don't know if that's true for the strongest human in the world and like the world's frailest chimpanzee, but I don't know, man. It'd be a battle.
Hmm. I think I'd probably lose that. Just being realistic with you.
Me too. They're also pretty smart. So you got that working against you too. The other animals are kind of like, I mean, dogs are intelligent, but like the goose, you could outsmart a goose. At least I hope you could.
I don't know about that, but we can surely try. However, a chimpanzee is definitely a little bit more agile than yours truly. Now, what was the percentage for that one? I'm interested to hear
18,
this.
18%.
18%. Man, that's low.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, chimpanzees probably ripping your arms off. I think the strategy is the same though. It's like you want to land one swift, lucky kick and just hope you cripple it enough that you can take it the rest of the way down, or go for the eyes, or kick it in the nuts or something.
Well, they also have the distraction tactic. I mean, they can do that thing that they drink a little bit of water and then they just like create a water fountain.
Oh yeah,
Which is,
the old good old fashioned classic chimpanzee distraction tactic that everybody knows about. I forgot about that.
I mean, it's a tried and true. So, I mean, that they have that going for them. And that's just gonna do. They got aim. And I that's something I don't have, and you know that from playing those card games.
Where are you getting this from? What source have you seen chimpanzees drink water and just spit it everywhere to distract their enemies?
Go
Why
to
is this in your head?
what is it? You go to like Animal Kingdom, and I guess they do that with like the trick shows and stuff. One they did
Yeah, this is a wild. You're no.
that. I think I'm just blowing this survey out of proportion here a little bit.
Next animal, king cobra. What you got for me?
King Cobra, like the band? No, it's King
Like
Crimson.
the snake.
The snake. Oh,
The whole
oh,
list.
dude,
The
no,
whole
no.
list is
You know
animals.
what? I could probably wait. What did you say?
So the whole list is animals. I'm not gonna change it to a band halfway through.
I mean, nothing but respect to King Crimson, but I think I could just do some serious damage to those guys if we were ever in a fight. I wouldn't want to fight them, but just saying. Anyway,
What about the
back to
snake though?
topic
What you
here.
got?
Back to topic. Back on topic. Yeah, I could take a king. I could take a snake. Twist. You just twist it like you're wringing out a towel.
You're just gonna ring it out.
Yeah, I mean, it'll at least go away.
That's a
Even if
solid
it doesn't.
plan. So this one here, 16%. It's honestly
Well,
shocking to me.
people are saying people probably were thinking, oh well, it could just bite you. I mean, yeah, it could bite you, but you just gotta bring it out first.
Right. Yeah, and it's crazy to me that this one's actually lower confidence than the chimpanzee, because I feel like the chimpanzee is a lot more threatening.
I'd like to meet the person who thinks that they can take on a chimpanzee but can't take on a snake.
Here's the deal with the king cobra, though, man. It'll at least be a tie, because it gets one good bite on you. You can just bash it in the head while it's chomping down.
You can just bite it back. What are you just gonna bite it back?
Yeah, well,
Full
I
on like
mean,
hockey brawl.
yeah, I mean, why not bite it back? Like, if you're dying from the venom anyway, I'd bite the shit out of a snake. I don't care. But like I'm saying, I'm not losing. You know what I mean? It's at least going to be a tie, because you could just punch it in the head until the venom kills you. And I don't know. I think I'm winning against a snake.
I think I'm just gonna go with my ring it out technique.
I think that'll work
That's not gonna be
100%.
able to do anything after that.
I think if you just rolled up with a towel and you intimidated it by ringing out the towel, the snake's not going anywhere near you.
It's going the other way, man. I'm establishing whatever he owns is mine now after I do that.
Yeah,
Whether I
snake's
kill him or
running.
not.
Or I guess snakes don't run, slithering.
Yeah, they don't run. They don't. They grab their legs and they just go for a jog.
Well, man, 16% king cobra. The next animal on the list, kangaroo.
Oh boy, kangaroo. I've seen. There's that one famous picture out there with like a kangaroo like with a six pack. I don't know if I could take that, man.
Oh, that like yoked red kangaroo, the like alpha, and he's just got the muscles. Looks like
He's got
Dwayne the
like the
Rock
front
Johnson.
exposed. You've seen that, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of kangaroos are built like that.
He's doing that like had to do it to him stance.
Exactly, like the one that you photoshopped your head in and put on Tony's mantle.
That's the one. Yeah, man, that kangaroo is rocking my shit.
That kangaroo is totally just owning
Something I actually learned about kangaroos reading the comments below the survey was they got some nasty claws on them. And the ones that are in the videos of people boxing them and stuff, they're actually declawed before they do that. But kangaroos that you just find in the wild and stuff, they got some serious claws on them. They've actually been known to disembowel people with like a single kick. So I'm not going anywhere near a kangaroo after reading all that.
I'll tell you something in the water down in Australia.
I think anything in kangaroo, anything in Australia, like has the potential to kill you.
Absolutely does. I mean, any that's that country that it's a lot of sand down there. I know that. But I could definitely. I mean, I'm definitely not getting anywhere close to a kangaroo. What is the statistic on the roo? I mean, what kind of people think they could take one on?
A whopping 14% of people think they could take on a kangaroo.
13% of people. Man.
Yeah. Well, they've probably seen that video that was going around. You ever see the one where the guy got his dog outside and the dog's getting bullied by the kangaroo and he just walks up and punches it in the face and it stuns it long enough?
Yes.
You've seen that?
That was such a satisfying video. That roo just got owned, man.
It was pretty wild, but I think people saw that and they were like, kangaroos they ain't shit.
They kind of are the same height as the average male or average female, right? I mean, they're like what, 5'7", 5'8"?
I think there's scenarios where you could win it. Just I feel like most of the time the kangaroo's whooping your ass.
I'd say so. Oh yeah. I mean, I'm definitely not part of that 14%. And whoever's on that 14%, speak up because we're going to need you on our apocalypse team. What's the next animal?
Next animal, bro, is a wolf. And I'm not even gonna explain myself, and I ain't making it.
Well, if it's the same size as the medium-sized dog, if I said no, then that'd be sissy of me.
All right, so you gotta just
I think
take
I
that
could
wolf.
do it. But you gotta strategize. You gotta definitely think about what you're gonna do first. And I think
it's possible. All right, dude. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk you off that little high you got running, but
you're gonna be like, you're a dead man, Dan. What are you talking about? You're blowing so much smoke right now. Maybe I am. I don't know.
Cards on the table, your ass is getting eaten. But like I respect the confidence.
I could do it. I could take it on.
I mean, maybe.
I mean, I wouldn't want to try, but
I mean, I guess you don't really ever hear about lone wolves because they're pack animals. So like when you see wolves just taking stuff down, it's the whole pack. I guess a single wolf
should be equal. Then I think
you got a shot.
If I'm gonna have to fight a wolf, the wolf's gonna have to fight me, and he can bring his pack. I got to bring my pack. I got to bring the squad here.
Just rolling up with
just you, me, Mike. You're Mike. You, me, Brian, Vinny, and Tony and Tariq. We'll take them on.
Danny, if I'm ever hanging out with you and you're like, hey, come meet me in the woods real quick, and I pull up and we're about to square off with a pack of wolves, we're not friends anymore.
It'd be like a fun, brawl. I mean, just a big old whatever you call it, brouhaha.
There's no fun brouhaha surrounding a pack of wolves. We're just getting eaten.
Well, we'd have a mosh, and then we'd hang out later. Like it'd be a fun day out. We would just get our feats of strength out of the way, and then I don't know, the wolves will have us over for a barbecue, play some football. It'd be just like a time with the boys. Is what I'm saying. I think we would come out on top.
Wolf, 13%. Next animal, crocodile. You think you're taking a crocodile?
Croc, huh?
Yes, sir.
I don't know, man. Probably not.
You think you could take down a wolf and not a crocodile?
Yeah, no, I don't think I could do croc. I mean, they're a lot faster.
I mean, all right. Say it's on land. You're not in the water. You think you'd take a crocodile, or answer's the same?
If I had a baseball bat, yes. But you're saying I'm unarmed here, so what about you?
I mean, most of the time I'm dead, but I think there's a very, very, very small chance that you can get behind it, sit on its back or something and start pounding at its face. But you got to get behind it. That's the trick.
A slim chance there. I mean,
yeah, there's people at freaking amusement parks that just wrestle gators. I mean, granted, I know they're trained and the gators are probably sedated to all hell, but I think you got a shot.
Yeah, probably. You just got to tire it out a little bit.
All their biting force too is on the way down. You could literally hold their mouth shut with one hand. I mean, unless it's some like massive dinosaur looking one, you probably don't stand a chance. But
Fried gator tastes pretty good. If you've ever had it.
I've had it. It's okay.
What
It's I don't
was the
know.
percentage for that?
The percentage crocodile 10, which is
10% of people. Wow.
that's honestly what I'd expect. That's a pretty good one. But the next animal is a gorilla. We're looking at
That's a
nine.
that's a no for me, dog.
Yeah, no for me too, man.
You can have it.
We're looking at 9% of people for a gorilla.
That's a little high. I was expecting to be below 5, to be honest.
Yeah, I think a gorilla has taken out me and the whole squad and anyone else, it feels like.
Wouldn't even have to be mad to do it.
Yeah. Something else I learned about gorillas, though, reading this comment section, is they're actually physically incapable of making a fist with their hands.
Really?
Yeah, or I mean, actually, that can't be true because they pick stuff up. But
And have you ever seen King Kong? He's totally pounding his chest with a fist.
I think King Kong's
I
just
think we're
built
gonna have to
different.
fact check this survey.
Well, it might be like a palm strike. I don't know. But yeah, that dude's even if they can't make a fist, they're clapping my cheeks every time. I ain't standing a chance against a gorilla, let alone King Kong.
It'd just be a. I mean, they like I said, all they'd have to do is just slap you. They wouldn't even have to be mad for that.
Yeah, one good swing.
Man,
Anyway, 9% of people said they could take a gorilla, which is absolutely absurd to me.
that's absurdly high.
And ironically, the next animal, also 9%, a lion. You think you got any kind of shot against a lion?
The king of the jungle. I don't know, man. Probably not.
Yeah, me either. All right, next animal. Elephant.
Elephant.
8% of people think they could take down an elephant. I don't even think I could hurt an elephant if I wanted to.
I don't think I could even get close to one. Unless I mean, they're. I wonder if that percentage is higher or lower than a hippo. Is a hippo on this list or a rhino? Because those animals are, how they go, just like cracked out all the time.
I was talking to Tariq about this a little bit, right? Fighting an elephant. And I was trying to make a case for it. And I was like, oh, well, they're afraid of mice. I guess you could just kind of run up to it and bear hug its trunk and try to just kind of suffocate it. And then Tariq, he humbled me real quick. He's like, can't they just breathe through their mouths? And I was like, yeah.
Then your strategy is just foiled.
He shut me up so fast. But
you're a dead man.
Yeah, I ain't hurting an elephant, man. I think they could just straight up step on me and call it a day without even thinking about it.
They would just use their trunk to, I don't know, give you a shower or drown you.
Well, anyway, man, real quick, because we're actually running out of time here.
Yeah, because somebody doesn't want to pay for Zoom Premium.
Oh, you're looking to pay for Zoom Premium?
Whatever you got to do to make these things longer, but
anyway, I'm wasting time here. Next and last animal is a grizzly bear. I don't think either of us even stand an inkling of a chance. Like, the bear will just kill you.
The bear will just tear you up, man. Probably not.
I think.
I mean, the sad thing about those bears, man, is that like they really haven't been a good team for a long time. No, I'm kidding. No, the real sad thing about bears, yeah, right. The real bad thing about bears is that like if they're tame, or if they're not in a bad mood or trying to kill you, they're the most adorable animals ever. They're the most adorable animals ever.
It's scarier than grizzly bears. I mean, granted, a lot less common, but if you ever run into a polar bear, which I hope not, and I don't see when you ever would, but it'll kill you on sight.
Only when I go to the fridge for an ice cold Coca-Cola.
Shut up.
I liked it.
What was the percentage on that before we run?
The grizzly bear? The grizzly bear was 6%.
6%.
Which way too high. Way too high.
Way too high. Yep.
By the way, there was also statistics here. They interviewed people in Britain too, and it was a lot more realistic. So I guess Americans just have an inflated ego about fighting bears and stuff. Well, yeah, dude, a polar bear, they'll kill you like as soon as they even detect your presence because there's such a scarcity of food in the Arctic. They'll just, they just gotta eat you.
They really will get you good, man. I'll tell you. They will get you so quickly. But man, what a survey! I tell you, that's really showed me a lot about the confidence of people out there. and,
Yeah,
and
and
I guess
that's all the
is
animals.
all the animals on the list there.
Yeah, and honestly, it went a lot better than I thought. I thought I lost you at the rat, and I was like, "There's a dozen animals on this list. You're gonna have a hard time." But yeah, I think your answers were actually pretty reasonable. You stack up pretty good.
I think you do as well. I don't think you have a lot of strategy already for how to get these animals. I mean, the
I
elephant
put a
one may
lot of
not work
thought into
out,
this.
but I'll tell you, I think you'll be all right.
Well, anyway, we are actually out of time. For those listening, if you have a dog or cat at home, please treat them with respect. And if you have a snake, don't wring it out like a towel, because apparently they do not like that. But that being said, we are going to end it here, and we will catch you next time on the Squad Pod.
Oh yeah. So, too.